Good morning down there. Looks like a gorgeous day. It is a beautiful day. Good morning, Onion Muffin. Good morning, Mark. So Mark and I and several of us got the sad news yesterday that our friend Cathy Hessler, who we've known since, is it 2016, 2015, since the beginning of Periscope really. Hey Cathy. Um, has sadly passed away suddenly. I've been told it was on Tuesday and I don't know anymore. She was a really good friend. We don't know. She was such a lovely soul and such a support, and she got things for Leo when he was a baby. It's very, very sad. So we all knew her from Periscope, Twitter. We followed her on Facebook and also on our Mark and I. Yeah, it's a big shock. We were on our Fitbits every single week for many years, for like 6 years. Every single week we were walking with her in competition and chatting, and she was always there. So very sudden and very surprising and shocking. No, this is something that happened suddenly, unfortunately. She lost her mother very recently, who she was caring for, and I don't know what happened. We've lost too many wonderful people that we've known for a very long time on Periscope, but yeah, it's... No, I'm talking about a sudden death. Anyway, I don't know anything else, but all I know is that we're all very saddened and shocked, and it's a lot of loss in a very short space of time. She was always leaving kind messages. She got gifts for Leo. She was a good friend to many of us on the days of Periscope. Hi Peter, thanks for coming in. It's very beautiful. Yesterday and today the sky has been blue and there's been this perfect reflection and glowing bridge. Thanks for coming in, Peter. I'm also dedicating this in memory of our friend Cathy, who we found out has died suddenly, so we're all in a bit of shock. And I thought that it would be nice to do this river walk in her memory. It is stunning, isn't it? It really is something. There's the conciergerie. There's a couple of planes in the sky. One there. That one's going straight, the other one's turning. The water's shiny. Yeah, it's shiny today. There's a boat coming through. Conciergerie, which I've mentioned in the last few days because France's biggest trial in history is going on there at the moment. And yesterday we took a walk right round, but we found out that my entrance was blocked in several places, so it was interesting. You had a beautiful sunrise, Mark? Oh, that's nice. Thank you for the award. Thank you for both awards, guys. I'm 48 euros, $48 away from my minimum payout, which will be an enormous help this month because I've completely and absolutely run out of funds. So I'm trying to be creative this month. I see people jogging, cycling, scootering, And this boat. I wonder what this boat is. I haven't seen this one before. It looks official somehow. Thank you, Mark. These all add up fast and I really, really appreciate it. You can also give them on replay. And also they're free too. You get given coins for fidelity on HAPS. For using HAPS, opening it every day for weeks on end. Look at the glow of the light on these trees, it's beautiful. They'll start to turn soon and by November there'll be these beautiful orange colours, or, well actually mid-October, late October too. How can you give? So I think you need to be on HAPS to be able to give, and then when you enter a message, it just comes up. I can't remember actually because I'm currently broadcasting and I've forgotten what it looks like as a viewer. You can also give them on replays, and you can also go to someone's page, and there's easy ways. You can just click to the right, to the bottom right of their broadcast, even without opening it, which I do for my friend Andrew on a regular basis. Well, I still try to take time to watch his brilliant broadcasts, of course, but I can also just give him an award just like that. And it's a way to say hi too. Thank you, Keith. There's two ladies exercising. Now look at that view. Everything's very crisp today. $2.90. Thank you, everyone. That makes a huge difference. Look at the glow under the bridge. So this is the oldest bridge in Paris, if you're wondering, the Pont Neuf. It does not mean the 9th bridge, as some people think, but the new bridge, because it was a new bridge. Martin, I was wondering if you're aware that we found out yesterday that, I'm very sad to say if you're not aware, that Cathy Hessler passed away on Tuesday. You saw my message? Yes, you did. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. I had a late night and it's very sad. Yeah, I'm sorry too for all of us. Some loud seagulls. It's beautiful how the sun glows on their bellies when they go into the sun. And there's a barge coming, and of course it's La Madeleine, right on time, that we often see. La Madeleine barge coming down. I'm a bit late because we got to school late today, so I'm a bit later than usual. So usually it's quite a way in my broadcast that we see the boat, but this morning glow is very special, isn't it? It's a privilege to catch it. He's king of the world, yes, indeed. Yeah, you'd like his job, just laying back there enjoying Paris. I'm sure some of his day is hard work, but that must be quite nice to do that. I wonder how much they paid. I guess they travel places too. Look at that beautiful view of Place Dauphine. So at the moment with the security, with the trial, you can get into Place Dauphine, but you can't get out any other way than the way you came in. So that's what we found out yesterday in my broadcast. The light on the top of the trees. Oh, I just got something on Twitter. Okay. Hopefully you're still here. Yes. I was just looking at something. Lots of people enjoying it, taking pictures. That's the tip of the island, and then on the other, still here, good. On the other side, on the left bank, you can see a bunch of houseboats, people actually living there. There's houseboats all along. Well, that one there is actually a dinner cruise, but the rest are houseboats, except for this one, which is a fireman's water station. And they're all along Paris, from the suburbs, well, from towns outside of Paris too, but from the suburbs all the way through to the other suburbs. And the closer you get to the Eiffel Tower, the more expensive it is. Hi Rick. Good evening in Vancouver, thank you. What time is it? Hey Chris. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the closer you get to the Eiffel Tower, the more expensive it is, and the grander you tend to see the boats as well. But people can have a really nice lifestyle and save money just outside of Paris, or even right around La Défense, by living in one of those. Look at that glow on the water weeds. It's almost midnight. Fresh water, yeah, until you get to the brackish water by the sea. There's a log. Considered, living in a boat? You know, I'd be worried about security. People jumping on, and I'd have to live out a bit of a way. And apparently there's all sorts of things and humidity, but I guess if it's well done. And I imagine there's not many free as well. They'd be very sought after. What is that? Looks like a leaf, but it can't be because it's square. What is it? Or a page, or I don't know, something. Hard to get a mooring. Yeah. What was I going to say? I saw Michael in Australia sent me on Instagram, which is amazing. There's police up there. Which is amazing because I never open my Instagram messages. I'm sorry for anyone who sends me Instagram messages, but it's hard to cope with both having Twitter and Facebook and WhatsApp and several other apps that I'm on, and Slack and what else am I on? I'm on a thing called Group Me and all that. So I just tend to neglect my Instagram messages. But anyway, there was a video in there. It's the missing pirate treasure map of the sand. It could well be. So he'd sent me a video about this 11-year-old kid in Paris who was watching some videos about how some people fish with magnets. They're not fishing, obviously, but they're fishing stuff out with magnets. And so he thought that he could do his bit for the environment by pulling stuff out of the Seine. So there's some very impressive footage of him and everything that he's pulled out in the last couple of years. You can see here there's actually 3 bikes there right now. 1, 2, 3. So he'd pulled out a whole bunch of bikes and scooters and everything, but he also pulled out a whole bunch of treasures. Looks like there was a party down here. Lots of champagne. Wanted, only alive. Don't know what that says. And he found lots of treasures. Like, he found all these vintage mobile phones, like these old Nokias and stuff. But he also found things that are way older as well. He found rings and he found jewels. He found all sorts of things. Actually, I wish I could remember because some of the things were quite remarkable. And so he was just saying, while there's some kids that just stay at home watching TV, I'm out here doing my bit for the planet. And I thought, good for you. Look at this very confusing and poor patchwork effort here. It's still so dangerous, but anyway. Good morning, Manini. Thank you for coming. Everything's glowing here. I wonder if it will keep growing until it hits the water. Everything's stunning this morning. So yeah, the kid had just and he was then going to open a museum with everything he'd found because there were so many treasures. Jewelry, old coins. And he found a bunch of old revolvers, like historic ones. At one stage it was described as something as a woman's pistol or something because the way it was shaped, and it was very, very old. So one wonders what happened with all the different items he found and what the story was. Did someone throw in their ring because they were angry at their partner? Did someone accidentally drop the Nokia in the 90s off the bridge? Or was there a duel at sunrise along the river and someone threw their revolver? And I don't know. I don't know, it's really interesting. And it's fascinating that he found these and they hadn't already been fished out. Yeah, Melanie, I was just telling the story. You might be meaning what I've given the title of my broadcast to, which I'll explain later. But I was just talking about a boy who's 11 years old in Paris and who found out you could look at that little finch. Is it a finch? It's something. Bisange, I'm not good. He's got a yellow belly, you can't see. He found out that you can magnet fish for stuff, so he's been pulling out all sorts of metal from the river, enough to make a museum out of, and some historic artifacts, and many bicycles and shopping carts and things. I shared it on Twitter, but I'll try to share something again so you can find it. Oh look, it's the ducks hangout and some swans. They're on that ledge. That means the water must be very low at the moment. So Melanie, if you meant my title, we sadly found out that our friend that we've known since the very early days of Periscope, we've known for 6 years at least. Cathy has unfortunately passed away suddenly. So I found out yesterday, I didn't know. Apparently it happened on Tuesday. So it's absolutely devastated. She was a good friend, very good friend to many of us. My thoughts are with those who were close to her, who met her in person, as I know some of you did. So here they are feeding. It must be good when it's low water, because they can get the algae. Cathy, Melanie, I'll send you a message, or you send me a message and I'll send you. Oh. Right. There's loads of ducks here. There's another scooter. Isn't that crazy? I'm surprised by how long it takes for them to get it out, because the police used to fish them out, but it's terribly sad, thank you. But I haven't seen the police do this in a long time. Oh, what's this? And then there's another bike down there. The red one. Oh, lordy. How much metal is down there? He was also saying, this 11-year-old, was saying that the electric bikes, if they're down there, can be really bad because there's this thing on it that can explode. Or I don't follow very well, but it's not very good. Not very reassuring. Yeah, camera shy. Preening. And there's 3 of them over there. Oh. How beautiful. Wow. Look, can you hear that noise? It's so loud. Wow. Sorry, I missed the footage of her flying off. Could get injured, yes. Did you hear how loud that is? The noise of their wings. It's extraordinary. I think I'm going to walk back this way because I do need to do some work. These swans nest by Ile Saint-Louis every year for centuries now, I believe. Yeah, that was really impressive. The sound of their huge wings flapping under the bridge and the echo. You can see the Musée d'Orsay over here and the Eiffel Tower. A group does magnet fishing in the canal in my hometown to protect all the wild birds from this. Ah, that's good to hear, Keith. Actually, that sounds like something I would be quite interested in finding out about. If there's groups, I'm going to look into that. It was quite remarkable that he'd found all those things and that no one else had found them yet, so it does make you wonder if there's many people doing it. I mean, finding antiques in there, sorry. Oh, this is peaceful. Jug is enjoying. Stop to appreciate the beauty. Hello. Love how they just cut through the water like that. It was an offshoot of their regular litter picking on the towpaths. Ah, okay. And then they discovered that would be a good thing to do. Yeah, I'm going to look into it. But I'm surprised the police don't, because they used to always pull out those bikes regularly. But those have been there for ages. I've been scoping those for at least a couple of months, right? Those same bikes. I guess resources are limited or something, I don't know. These are the roots from this tree. And they buckle everything. And I'm very surprised how the joggers manage without breaking their faith, as they say in French. Casser la figure. Which I did one time when I used to have a running trainer maybe 10 years ago. And I did fall on them. He said, lift your feet, lift your feet. Oh look, we got a close-up view of this thing we didn't know what it was. It still does look like a leaf. It looks like those leaves that they wrap up some food in certain Asian foods or something. But is it natural or is it not natural? I can't tell. What is that thing? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. A massive leaf that's been cut, I reckon. There's a young duck among those ducks. Yeah. Still got a little furry head. Definitely the treasure map. Okay. The words have been washed off. Oh my, look at that. Someone sneezing behind me. Alright guys, I'll let you go. And I'm going to take a little moment to sit down here in the sun and to think about my friend and to think about my life and what I need to do, and then I'm going to go and work hard because I didn't work hard enough yesterday at all. So I was worried about things. So I think the antidote to fixing problems, the solution to fixing problems is to work hard, I reckon. So I'm going to do that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your great company as usual. Thank you for all the awards. I got 290 in this, and don't forget you can also leave them replay. How close to my goal of 200? I'm missing about $45, and then I get the minimum payout of 200, which I get about 160 euros out of. And they also pay very fast, so the sooner I can get to that, the more I'll be comfortable, because I'm already at the maximum of my overdraft, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm still looking for another place. I've had to put it on hold, Melanie, but I'm still thinking about it very much. But at the moment, it's just going to make things worse rather than improve things. So it's on hold. And also, Leo needs to finish his last year, and we live just upstairs from the school. So thank you, Martin. Thank you, you too, Dinah. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks for your support, and thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was quite peaceful this morning. Bye, everyone.